Hello everyone, it's Simon. Today in the live session I was focused on teaching the new students specifically how to confirm, but to my surprise, the older students, those who've been with me for years, they benefited the most because going back to the basic is important. Remember, it's always good to anticipate. So you have to anticipate the trade first. Every time you have to anticipate, and you will see me anticipating levels. This is a recording of the entire session, actually the entire day from morning until close, almost closing time for the gold. This is gold futures. And then to confirm, and then to execute. So it's an ACE strategy. Now confirmation was the subject for today. Notice how I would be showing you some lines. Today the market was horrible, was slow. But once you follow this simple strategy for trading, specifically, if you're doing futures, for example, you're always ahead, you're always successful. Now, here's what I mean. Look at the gold, and I'll move it forward a little bit, fast. You notice how all these four charts belong to the gold, to the same thing. This is a 144 tick chart, small chart. This is a 233 tick chart. This is a 466 or 987, this is 1597, and later on I changed this one to 466. But four charts, could be anything of your choice as long as you have the proper indicators, including the VWAP, the volume profile, the SAL indicator, substantial attraction levels, the arrows, and the power lines. Okay, so if you have all these, you wait for the market to touch a place or a spot where you anticipated the market to try to bounce from. Notice how we anticipated the market to bounce from this area. You see it, right? It's very clear. You see that it's anticipated to bounce from this area. Of course, when I put a line, it's not tradable unless you confirm it. Now, confirmation, I'm looking at two charts, at least two or more to confirm the same. And the confirmation, which should include any of this, basically, mainly is the arrow. So if I see an arrow in this area, it will be a good trade to take it. And for scalping, this is a scalping technique. So we're looking at 5 to 10 to 15 ticks, correct? So see the market goes down, no confirmation on the left side chart, but watch it touches the top line of the VWAP here, and then it touches the VWAP, and all of a sudden, not only I see an arrow popping up here, but you see the SAL indicator. This is substantial attraction level. This is market depth. This comes from the market depth. This tells me that there is interest from the market makers in this area. There's an interest. This is equivalent or actually better than your typical order flow, simply because it's simplified and it just shows you the depth of contracts that are buying and selling in this area. So all of a sudden that showed up. And what else does it show up? Look. And you have the arrow on the left-hand side shows up. Look at this arrow shows up. So now I have confirmation. All I'm looking for is 5 to 10 ticks, correct? From 5 to 10 ticks. Watch what happens. See? Zero bounce from that area, zero risk. As soon as this arrow shows up, let's go back. It shows up at 2597.4. It goes immediately to first target, second target, and it goes much higher after that. Look at that. And of course, you'll have, some resistance against it every now and then, but it continues up for. And look at what we have as a target. If you don't know where your target is, usually you have a hidden contract from the depth of market that will give you an idea where your target should be. So this is the first example. Let's look. Just to let you know that in this area, you see an arrow showing up here on the right-hand side, but also some depth of market, but there's no arrow in here, so you leave it. That's not only the case, that's not the only reason, sorry. It's because also I did not anticipate any level here. There was nothing anticipated in the area, so I left it, I leave it alone. We only trade when you anticipate the area first, confirm it second. Confirmation comes from power lines, the arrows, VWAP, and mainly also the SAL indicator, substantial attraction level, okay? Here I had a tough one. This zone between these two lines was a rejection zone. sometimes the zone is a rejection area. It could be a zone, not necessarily just one line. Like this whole zone was a rejection zone between these two lines. This was a tough one. But look, with confirmation, it's easier. Look at the right-hand side. Look at the arrow on the right-hand side. Look at the power line, how it's holding it up, or holding it down, I mean. And then watch. Look at that thing shows up. The pink line shows up, which is hidden contract, very heavy. And with the arrow on both charts, and also the lower chart, you see some arrows to confirm. It comes back down. Remember, we only need 5 to 10 ticks. It hit at 2607.6. It comes down. Look, watch. It comes down nicely, more than 5-10 ticks, nicely. So this was a tough one. It did not finish, it did not continue as expected, but it went back up. But it was a profitable scalp. There's a good one for you. Here I was anticipating the market to poke into this heavy zone area. See this, to poke into, then poke back out, poke in and poke out, and this is what happened. So I was waiting for that wick, and you see the wick happened on the daily, and from the daily I was looking at the small charts to confirm a short. Now this starts with a scalp. Always I like to start with a scalp, so I need to confirm both sides. See that arrow, both sides, also the heavy volume that you see, the pink arrow, and it goes nicely down, and I get out at that blue line. I was anticipating a rejection from this line, but look, no confirmation. What does that mean? It means no trade. So if I took the trade at 26, for example, 12.5, I am out at 15 ticks all. That's a great scalp for a day, for a Monday late morning, or midday. So it continues down. There's no confirmation. And let's see what happened here. I don't remember what happened here. No confirmation, see? No confirmation here. So you leave it alone. Don't take it. So these confirmations, folks, will save you a lot of losses. So we only confirm before we trade. If there's no confirmation, there is no trade at all. Okay? Let's move on. Here's another one that was good, but also not that easy, but at least you confirm it. Look, the market, I'm anticipating a rejection in this area between this line and a few ticks lower. As you see, this whole zone is, the top of the zone here is rejection. So it comes back, there's no confirmation. Look at the arrow on the right, on the left, there's just on the right, there's nothing on the left. Now comes back down, all of a sudden I have great confirmation on the right one with this heavy volume and with the arrow and the power line, but nothing on the left. Let's see when the left confirms. Comes back down, goes back up. You feel like you missed the opportunity, but again, no trading until you get confirmation. You get confirmation here at this price when it was at 2611.2. But is that a good price? No. So you wait. See, it comes back down. Look at the confirmation on the left. Watch. Look at the right one moved. It gave you another confirmation here. So it moved. Look at the confirmation on the left. Now it moved too. So now you have a better price, better area to grab the trade. And see what happens? Tremendous move. Not bad for a scalp, So confirming your trade is key to success. Let's try another one. You see the blue line here? I was anticipating something, but no confirmation, so I did not take it. See, nothing. There's nothing. No confirmation. Just no arrows. Nothing specific. Even the volume profile was not very good. So without confirmations, you don't expect me to call a trade or to take a trade. So that's a great thing to do. Here's another one. I was anticipating some kind of bounce from this line, 2612 area, but then when it came back down to it, I noticed there's a big movement, but there's not enough confirmation. Then I looked at my bigger chart. I realized the line is a bit lower, and I'll show you why. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Look, I bring the chart, the big chart. So this is the line where it should be, just below 2612. See the line? This is the bottom of a very supportive area. This one here, this we call it the knife. The bottom of it is a great rejection area for scalping, one of the best actually. And then once you print that line on the big chart, it automatically prints on all the small charts. And look at the confirmations, folks. Look what we see. I see heavy volume, heavy volume. I see arrows, I see power lines, I see arrow, I see power lines, and also the small chart, the volume profile on the small chart also confirms. The volume profile on a small chart also confirms. The volume profile on the small chart also confirms. Confirmation is key. Look at the result. Look at that. It was a terrible session because it was Monday, not a lot of movement, but only confirmation. You confirm, you're good. You see? Like this one here would have been a good short, but there was no confirmation on the left hand side. This is the top of the zone that I trade the top and the bottom of it for scalping, of course. I do long-term trading, but this is specifically, today's session was specifically made for scalping. And I'll continue doing scalping for the week to teach the new members at least. We have another example. Look at the top of the zone here, which is the top of the zone, and I have a power line. But this power line is rejectful. So it's rejecting power lines. It's a resistance. It's a green one. Look when the market touches it. We have a green arrow pointing down on the right chart. We have volume showing up. Sellers are showing up, which is basically action. You see the pink lines, and you see the left one, the left chart. Watch. See the arrow showed up. That was a good trade too. Boom. It was not the easiest because of Monday being Monday. It was very slow. I'm fast forwarding, but it was, nothing went wrong today. If you confirm, folks, you'll have very good results in terms of safety, in terms of knowing even the stop loss. You would know where your stop loss is once you realize how the volume profile works. Even sometimes with the anticipated levels, like this one here, I'm anticipating a long for a few ticks, 5 to 10 ticks, but look, it saved me a stop out because there was no confirmation on any of the charts. Remember, you need to have 2 of the charts confirm with multiple indicators, okay, as I explained. So it saved me a stop out easily, right? But then I had this level here with the 2 lines. It was a small zone, a very narrow zone. I'm expecting a bounce from here. Look at the confirmation. The purpose of this video is confirmation. Look, arrow on the right hand side. Nothing yet. On the left hand side, nothing yet. All of a sudden, arrow shows up. Look at the price, 26.13. Immediately goes up. Gives you first target, and you're looking for 5 to 10 to 15 ticks. You're good. All right. So this is what I mean by confirming the trades ahead of time. And that was it. That was the end of the session. I closed the session at 3 p.m. Just after 3:30, and we had multiple examples, multiple great trades today.